everyone, it's Sophia here from Zen Guidance. In today's Pick a Card reading, we're going to be looking at the next blessing on its way to you. So this will be a really nice positive reading, I hope. I'm sure it will be, because even though there may be some things that are on the shadow side, they may be blessings in disguise, or they will be, okay? Because everything that's going to come through today is going to be something positive. So if you're not in the mood for negative things, this is definitely the reading for you. So let's get straight to the pile selection now. We have a group 1 with the blue dice, group 2 with the green dice, and group 3 with the pink dice or purple. So go ahead and make your choice. Feel free to take your time though. Pause the video here and just relax into it. Let your intuition be your guide. And once you've made your choice, you can go to the description box below where you'll find the corresponding timestamps to your chosen pile. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, the information is in the description box below. I just want to give a shout out to Patrick, who composed the piece of music that's in the intro. I feel like it's such a beautiful piece and he's amazing. And I've linked Patrick's info down in the description box. So go ahead and check him out. Okay, so let's get into your reading now. So click the timestamp and I'll see you there. Okay, group number 1. Let's take a look at the blessings that are coming your way. So you were drawn to the blue. Right. Let's take a look. Do we start with the tarot? Yeah, I want to start with the tarot today. Let's do this. Shake it up. Okay, so we have the King of Coins, the 5 of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. Blessings, 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 group 1. Interesting. Maybe this is why these needed to come through first, because the 5 of Swords can seemingly be something that feels negative, okay, because there's conflict of some kind. Now, this can be mental conflict because it's the sword element or the air element. So this could be a battle going on within your mind, or some complacency or confusion, okay, or other people's interference, okay. Maybe you have quite an open Anja or crown chakra or open throat center. Maybe you're picking up on a lot of information and maybe you're struggling to make up your mind on something. And just remember, everything that's coming through is going to be a blessing in some way. It just may be that some are blessings in disguise, but we'll see. So this could also be that there are conflicts going on with other people. Sometimes this can be in the form of competition as well. So it may even be that you are feeling competitive over maybe a particular person, okay? This could be about relationships, okay? Feeling like you want to compete for somebody's love, or someone's competing for your love and attention. This could also be about work, you know, your career, or something you're very passionate about. Yeah, something that you've been putting out there, something that you want to be recognized for, and maybe you don't feel like you're getting as far ahead as you would like. Yeah. Because with the King of Coins here reversed, it feels like, I don't know if there have been some money issues or there's a lack there in terms of finances, okay? Or maybe you feel like somebody's been holding back from you. There's a rigidity here, I feel. It's a very strong masculine energy coming through, but a very stubborn one. You know, sometimes this can be like a stingy energy, okay? So maybe you feel like somebody's been stingy with you. Weird. And then Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. Okay. And there's a lot of water coming through in this card. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But there's a nourishment here. There's like a nourishment and a nurturing. I'm loving the ends. The alliteration of the ends. Yeah, something to do with, I don't know if the letter N has some resonance for you, but it just seems to be ringing quite nicely. I don't know why. Okay. It feels like whatever this conflict is, or this competition or potential confusion, I feel like you still have a very open heart center with everything. Like you're still, maybe you're wanting to nurture something that you really love, okay? It's like you still love whatever it is you're doing or whoever it is you really care about, that, you know, there's still a lot of open and loving feelings there. but I'm not sure how that works with the context of the rest of the cards. So now let's take a look into your oracles. Okay, not for you. Baby steps. The 6th house, routine. Jupiter and abundance. Now that's interesting. I think the dice was on Jupiter, like when it was on the envelope there. I'm pretty sure it was, but I think it then flipped over to Uranus. So yeah, I don't know. I just felt like Jupiter might come through, but maybe I'm making that up. I don't know. I'll have to go back and have a look at that. So next blessing coming to you. Next blessing. Okay, well, let's not ignore Jupiter because this is definitely the most explosive one. But it's giving me Tower energy, this card, even though Tower is represented by Aries or Mars. So it's not usually anything to do with Jupiter. So that's interesting. I almost feel like there's going to be some fiery new beginning here, okay, that is going to come in the form of a blessing. Because Jupiter does bring in abundance. It brings about expansion and good luck. So you may be feeling like your luck is turning around, okay? But if you're not, I definitely see that's what's happening here, okay? There's a big transition. I just see this lightning bolt here creating some massive impact, okay, that is going to change everything. And I feel like it's actually going to change your daily routine in some way because the 6th house represents your daily routine, okay, but also your work. It's the things that you do on a day-to-day basis, like chores, and you'll always be doing bit jobs and that kind of thing. It's not as much involved with the career house as much as the 10th house is. The 10th house is very much focused on career, whereas you may be focused on career or other aspects, but it's like things are happening in the form of the day, all the steps that you're taking. Yes, the baby steps that you're taking in your daily routine is what's going to help propel you forwards, okay? So even though it may feel like you're moving really slowly, and maybe that's what's frustrating for you, maybe you're feeling like things aren't for you, okay? Maybe you feel like if it was for me, then things would be happening faster, or I'd be getting that recognition, or I'd be getting that money, or the attention, whatever it is I desire, I'd be getting it. But I feel like this is guiding you to let you know that it is coming. It is coming. But I feel like it's almost going to come in one big shock almost, in a positive way. To me, it's like the equivalent of, like winning the lottery or something, but say not checking your ticket. Like you buy a ticket, I don't know, on a Wednesday, and then 2 months later, you've forgotten about it completely. You go back, you remember, you've got it, you check it, and you win. And it's like, boom. So it's like perfect manifestation recipe because you've set your intention, you want to win, and obviously don't take this verbatim, and obviously always gamble responsibly, but disclaimer out the way. You set your intention for what you want, you buy the ticket, okay, that's your action to get the ball rolling, and then you set it and forget it. You've forgotten about it, you've forgotten all about it, okay, because you're already in the state of abundance in your mindset, okay? That's the perfect recipe for a manifestation to materialize, okay? I've already got everything that I need. I've put that out there. Yeah, it's something I want, but I've forgotten about it because it's really not that important because I know it's coming. And then it comes when you don't expect it. So I almost see that in this rest period as well is when things are going to change. But it is all of these small steps that you're taking which is going to create that bigger picture that you're desiring. Action and follow your intuition before it makes sense. So for some of you may also be thinking too hard about your next moves and what you should be doing, maybe even thinking like long-term, like 5-year plan. And that's great, okay? Not to say you shouldn't do that. It's great to have a 5-year plan if that's in alignment with what works for you. It doesn't always work for everybody to be very specific in that respect, but it's also important to plan in the short term as well. Again, not to over plan, but to take those little steps, okay? And then to make sure you're having a rest. So it's like you're working a little bit, you're stepping back. You're working a little bit, you're stepping back. Working a little bit, stepping back. And you'll probably notice that in those moments you step back, that things start to work out a little bit better and a bit easier. An affirmation I always like to say is, I work smarter, not harder. I work smarter, not harder. I do feel, because this is a blessings reading, that there's going to be a change to your routine that you're going to be happy about, okay? That it's going to be a blessing. That you're going to feel like maybe there are going to be less responsibilities. So this may be you delegating some things to other people, which helps you to focus on the things that you really want to focus on, okay? Or the things that you're good at. So that could be something you could look into, is outsourcing things to others that, you know, you really don't want to do, okay? It's not always possible to do that, obviously, but it's definitely giving me that vibe of things changing. And I don't feel like it would be you getting more responsibilities or more on your plate. So to me, it really feels like there's going to be a little lift for you, like there's going to be a slight change, but maybe this is the change that you create within yourself, okay? So you, again, by delegating or putting certain things off, especially if you've been very anal about getting things done in a certain time frame, it may be that you step back a little bit and go, okay, I'm going to go with the flow of my energy. Of course, I need to hit certain deadlines or get things done in a certain time frame, but I'll do those as and when I can in that time frame. But other things that are within my control, and there's more of a freedom when it comes to when I get these things done. I'm just going to go with that. Okay, I don't need to do this thing right now. Maybe I just need to have a break for a moment. There's been some rejection here. Okay, with this not for you energy and the Five of Swords, yeah, I'm definitely picking up on that rejection. Like, yes, something hasn't worked out here, but I feel like this is certainly the right time to say rejection is protection. Rejection is God's protection. Rejection is Source's protection, the universe's, whoever you align with. That was meant to happen, okay? So whatever you were denied is all for your highest good. This is for your benefit, okay? Because it wouldn't come through in this reading if it wasn't. So you may have thought that you wanted everything in that moment, but in actual fact, it would be much more beneficial for you to wait. Yeah, that makes sense. There's something about waiting here, okay? And that you're going to have to keep slogging through, yeah, the kind of daily stuff, the stuff that feels like mundane or, it's just like Groundhog Day almost. But you will get through it, as I said, as long as you take those baby steps and you take that time to nourish yourself, to care for yourself through this process, and to not get yourself into a place of burnout. But definitely see that, you know, whatever this rejection was, as protection, this is helping you, okay? Because if you had received whatever this was, like I said, if it was in the form of a relationship with someone, or in the form of a job, or a particular circumstance that you wanted to happen has eluded you in some way. But yeah, I feel like this was all part of divine timing and the plan. This is what's meant to happen. So I hope that this is somewhat reassuring. I'm going to look at the fishbowl messages now. But yeah, I hope that this makes you feel like a little bit better for whatever's been going on. Because you may have been questioning, like, why has this happened? Why has this happened? And sometimes it can be really hard to discern that for ourselves and think, why? Why did it happen? Why can't it just happen the way that I wanted it to happen? But you will look back on this moment. You'll look back on this moment, group one, and realize, yeah, I know exactly why. Because I'm so happy with where I am now in my life, with how things have changed for me, with the abundance that I've now received, that if I'd got it sooner, maybe I wouldn't have appreciated it, or maybe it wouldn't have transpired at all. Okay, so let's see what's coming through in the fishbowl messages. Blessings to you. I wish it was different. Attached. What does that say? December. Curvy. September. Blessings. Use your intuition. Vet and animal care. Second chance. Yes. And then long lasting. Okay. Yeah, group one. I love this. This is why you were rejected. This is why, because if you had received whatever it was, I feel like it wouldn't have lasted as long, okay, than the second time around. Okay, I'm definitely getting the energy of you being someone that learns a lot through experience, okay? You might be one of those people that has to learn the hard way. That's what my mum always used to say to me. You always have to learn the hard way, but not necessarily learn the hard way, but learn through doing something and then making a mistake and then rectifying the mistake. That has definitely been one of the key ways that I've learned my lessons throughout my life so far. But I feel like maybe you're a kindred spirit in that sense. You may need to be someone that, you just need to have that experience. Someone can tell you no, but you're like, do you know what? Until I've done it, or until I've tried it, I'm not gonna stop thinking about it. So it doesn't matter what you say, I need to do it. Very strong will you have, group 1. So yeah, I feel like that's, all part and parcel of what's happening right now. That you do want something long lasting, whatever it is, you're wanting it to, again, whether it's relationship or career or both, you want them to stand the test of time. So you feel like you've got some security and consistency, and that is what you're going to get the second time around. So whether this is like a second chance with one particular individual, if it's about career and passions, that kind of thing, I feel like this is more about like new opportunities that will come through, like a second chance at life almost. That's what I'm getting for you. Like this is now this like new start, this brand new beginning. It's a fresh energy coming through. Okay, even though you're having to work through the slog of Groundhog Day, there is this new beginning that is coming through. Okay, it is. But I feel like there's a sense of you being too attached. Okay, maybe you've been too attached to exactly what it is you'd wanted, or a particular person that you've wanted, and not deviating from it. And because with the I wish it was different, it's like, yeah, I feel like even though you're someone that's just getting on with things, okay? You're not letting the rejection get you down. You're not letting it hold you back. You're still pushing on forwards, which is great. But there's the sense of maybe even a bit of bitterness or a bit of like, like resentment. Like, I don't want it to be this way, okay? I'm going to just work with it because these are the cards I've been dealt, but I wish it was different, okay? And that's your prerogative, of course, especially when you're going through a hard time. Of course you wish it was different. Of course, and in the moment, it sucks. So, it's all well and me, good and well for me to be here. I'm like, yeah, just let it go. It's fine. Everything's going to work out for you. It's different being in your own life and having to deal and navigate with the things that are causing you trouble or causing you pain. But this is why I'm here, to give you this other perspective, or to give you this higher perspective from source or from spirit, to bring you these messages that maybe you can't see right now through the haze, okay? So, and just to give you that reassuring feeling that you are moving in the right direction. But I feel like it's mentally you're stuck, okay? Because that's where attachment comes in, okay? And the I wish, that's very much up it being in your head. So I feel like in terms of what's going on in your mind, there's still this attachment of, why did it work out this way? Or I wish it was different, or why can't I let go? Why can't I let go of this idea? Or why can't I let go of this person? But your body and your intuition are guiding you to keep on moving forwards, and that this is all working out just as it's supposed to. So curvy, I don't know. I feel like this is actually about, I'm seeing a winding road here, like a curved road. Yeah, that's what I feel is going on here. Like you're wanting to move in this straightforward line. Like you're wanting to just cut through these curvatures and just go, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not following this road. I'm going my own way. I'm carving it out. But you're starting to hit more obstacles, okay? And there's nothing wrong with carving out your own straight path, but I feel like it's not as straight as you had thought it would be. And it's like you're realizing that it's actually easier to just follow the curves, okay? And to just go with it. So these could be even the curves or the waves of your emotions, like riding the emotional wave. Yeah, like rather than like kicking against it. Same as when you're treading water, you're in the sea or you're swimming, and if there's a current, they say to just go with it, not to fight against it, because you'll end up getting in more trouble, getting stuck in deeper waters. So yeah, this is definitely the energy of just moving more with the flow and try not to fight against it. You can still be individual and be your authentic self, but without trying to fight against or giving yourself more obstacles to cross, okay? But it might be, again, this is the way you need to do things. Like I said, you may genuinely be one of those people that needs to learn through harder experiences so you can overcome them. So yeah, again, up to you what you choose to do. So the two standout months, we've got September and December. So It may be that two amazing things are going to happen around either September, December, so the later parts of the year. But this is a timeless reading, so whenever you're drawn to it, it's meant for you. It could be any year. I'd say within the year that you're watching this, of course, okay, because it's the next blessing. So yeah, it feels like there's going to be some changes in those 2 months, but it could also be in terms of the people you're connected to. We've got September, which is ruled by Virgo and Libra, and December, which is ruled by Sagittarius and Capricorn. So you may resonate with those signs as well. And then vet and animal care. So for some of you, you might be getting a new pet. Yeah, that could be a new blessing that comes in. Again, this could be an unexpected blessing. Yeah, for some of you, I feel like maybe even like one of your animals might get pregnant. Okay, I know that's really specific, but for some of you, just, keep an eye out because, I'm definitely getting some pregnancy vibes here. Yeah, but it feels more like, I don't know, with animals, or maybe one of your like family members or friends might be getting pregnant, okay? Or there's going to be some element of needing to take a trip to the vet as well. Maybe that's also something you've been through, and you couldn't see that there was any positives to it, but in some way it's definitely helping. Like I said, this is a blessings reading, so there is a blessing coming in your way. And like I said, there's something that is long lasting. And I feel like that's one of the most, the nicest of blessings that's coming through. Because I feel like this is something that you really want. You really want stability, okay? Because I sense that there's been a lot of chaos in your life, either a lot just leading up until this point, or maybe just in the most recent past, that there's been just a lot of chaos and you just want more peace, okay? And something that like you're willing to put the effort in and work towards something that is going to stand the test of time. And that is something I see you attaining here, Group 1. So please let me know down in the comments below if this resonated with you, and give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy this reading today. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me or an extended version of this reading, my website is down below in the description box. So I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, Group 1. Take care. Okay, so for those of you who chose group number 2 and the green dice, let's take a look at the next blessings coming your way. So I'm going to start with the tarot first. Page of Coins, 3 of Coins, 10 of Coins. 10 of Coins reversed though. That's weird. Okay, but blessings. I definitely feel there's something coming through about the physical here, okay? Because with Pentacle energy, that's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It represents money, finance. It represents money and health, okay? Anything physical that you can tangibly hold. I'm definitely seeing a lot of work here and collaboration. So I'm actually getting a sense somebody's going to reach out and offer to collaborate with you in some way. And there'll be a lot that you'll be learning on this journey together, because I'm seeing a group of 3 here, but in particular, there's going to be three individuals. So you may be that you're offered to work in a team of 3, or you're approached by one person, but maybe you and another person that you recruit or something. But yeah, it definitely feels like the energy of working as a team. It may even be you as being the one that reaches out and offers someone this opportunity as well to work with you, or to come and, to collaborate with you in some way. And it does feel very much like this is career focused. Or this could be about a home as well. I'm not seeing so much romance, but not to say that it won't be, because this can be the collaboration of, creating a relationship as well. But we'll get more information as we move forwards. But to me, the Pentacles are really, the fact that we've got 3 Pentacle cards, I feel like this is definitely talking about the physical things. Okay, maybe this is something that you're desiring as well, like physical, like items, clothes, or like a new car, or a new house, or relocating or renovating, like upgrading things. That's almost what I'm saying, like this upgrading, seeing how you can improve upon things, like perfecting your form, okay, or perfecting your craft. Interesting. And I feel like there's the other people involved are actually helping to expand your knowledge, or expand potentially your business. Yeah. Or expand your learning capabilities in some way. This could also be about studying, okay? So maybe you're offered to do some kind of study or course or maybe this is something that you decide to undertake. But whatever's happening here, it's going to be a huge blessing for you, okay, clearly, because that's the title of this reading, right? So everything is going to be a blessing, but some things may come as a blessing in disguise. So this is what this 10 of coins may be, because the 10 of coins is instability, okay? This could be like the loss of a job or the loss of a home, okay? It could be the loss of a relationship, if this was a long-term relationship, or like you have a family together or a home together. It feels like whatever this was, it's like you felt like you hit the jackpot, or you felt like you had attained what you wanted. And either it came crashing down, like I said, for some of you, this might be a job loss, or a loss of a home, or loss of financial stability, or again, loss of good health, okay? It's like something knocks you for six. Okay, but this is a blessing. Okay, this is a blessing. I know it doesn't feel like it, or it may not feel like it at the time, but this is definitely going to help you in the future. Okay, because it wouldn't be coming through here today if it wasn't for your highest good. So let's take a look at the rest of the cards. So yeah, we have the card of why. Why? I feel like that's something you're questioning. Like, why did this happen? Why did this have to happen? Why? Like, why did I deserve this? And then forge, don't follow. Pave a new path and be the leader you wish you had. I love that message. I really love that message, because this is about, you really thinking about the type of, leader you want to be. Whether this is in terms, I feel like really, again, this is more about, not relationships, about work, about career, that direction, okay, rather than, because being a leader in a relationship, it's not really correlating for me. So if this isn't resonating, then maybe this isn't your pile, but I'm just going to go with what I see here. So I feel like this is about you being a pioneer, okay? This is about you, forging and not following, you creating this new path, and you having this foresight about the type of leader you want to be. So I feel like, again, you learning through experience. Maybe you've had people that you've worked with, or you felt oppressed in some ways, maybe repressed as well, maybe repressed in the things that you've wanted to do or create, because you were worried about certain people's expectations, or their perceptions of you. But I feel like this is you thinking about, okay, but how would I want to be led if I wanted to follow, okay? Or looking at people that you have been inspired by, and what is it about them that inspires you? And it's like taking that on and turning it into something personal and unique, that is unique to you. Like, what is your unique gift that you can bestow on your followers or the people that you are guiding? Yes, I'm definitely getting this strong leadership role where you're going to be in charge. And I feel like that's why this has happened, group 2. So you may be thinking like, what? Especially if you're right now going through this 10 of coins reversed energy, where you're like, no way, that's a pipe dream, or, with the situation I'm in now, I don't see how that can be possible. But it is. It's like this situation had to happen to push you out of your comfort zone. Yeah. It's like you needed that push, because maybe you never would have made that step if you hadn't have been pushed. Okay. Pushed to make this decision, or triggered to, speak your truth. Yeah. And this is where you are now starting to be inspirational. Okay. You're going to be inspirational and motivational for a lot of people, I feel, group 2. You are. Okay. But it's by following your own path and by living so authentically. That's what's going to be truly inspiring. Okay. So then we have, of course, we have the 10th house, the world, 100% career reading for you. And then Mercury and mind. Yeah, so the 10th house is that astrological house of career. Okay, so definitely blessings in your career is what's next for you, group 2. But then we also have mind, Mercury in the mind. So which makes sense there as well with this learning or potentially studying or, perfecting of your craft or your skills. But I also feel there's something to do with mental resilience here as well. Like the certain aspects of what you've been through have been very testing on you mentally, but it's actually created a lot more resilience and strength than maybe you realize, group 2. Absolutely. So you're a lot more mentally strong than you thought you were. And I feel like it's definitely brought you a lot of wisdom. Okay, and I see that that's more of that is what's coming to you, more and more wisdom. And the more wisdom that you have, the more inspirational you become. And the more successful I see you becoming here in terms of finances. I feel like things are going to get better and better and better. Definitely. I feel like this, it's going to start off slowly, like anything should do, really. Okay, if we want something that's built to last, things tend to grow gradually and then increase to something sustainable. Whereas we may want to rush something or have something have things to be faster, but it may be that we won't be able to handle that amount of work or that amount of money in a quicker succession. So it may be that it's more beneficial for you for it to come in more consistently, slowly, and long lasting. Okay, I'm definitely getting this committed vibe here coming through. Yeah, like this is something for the long term. This is definitely like thinking about your future. Okay, and this is where I see you getting, where you're just getting into this confident place where you're like, do you know what, I just don't care about other people's perceptions anymore. I don't care about why this happened anymore. Maybe I know why, maybe I don't, but what I do know is that I have to keep going. Okay, I have to keep going, and I have to shoot for the stars. I have to shoot for what it is that I want. Okay, so now let's take a look at the fishbowl messages. Next blessings coming in. I'm going to need to hold it actually. Next blessings coming in towards you, group 2. Okay, exercise. Stay present. Graphic designer. At peace. Move forwards. Nurse. Oh, I'm protecting my heart. Okay. I'm protecting my heart, at peace. Okay. There's a lot now coming through about health. Okay, so let's see. So yeah, in terms of blessings, so if you have been having any health problems of late, then that's something I do feel is going to be rectified, or you're going to find some other remedies. Maybe that's something that you're going to be studying. Maybe the human body, maybe how diet impacts the body, or certain exercises as well. That might be something that you are looking deeper into here in order to get yourself feeling in the best possible position. And it may be beneficial for your career. And it'll be beneficial for all areas of your life, because you know what it's like. If our health is not in good shape, everything else can fall apart. So really important to stay nice and healthy and to exercise. So if you're somebody that doesn't like to exercise very often, then I feel like maybe there's something that's going to come through that's going to spur you on to want to start some kind of exercise regime. Okay, because there's this movement forwards and then stay present. So there's a bit of push-pull there, but it's better than being stuck in the past, okay, which I don't see you doing at all, group 2. I see you being focused more in the present moment and focused on moving forwards in a really positive direction. Okay, so I feel like the questioning of why either is over now or it's going to be over. Okay, you're going to be able to let that go, and you're going to be able to focus more on finding your peace, okay, in the here and now. And that really is the only place we can find peace, is in the present moment. It doesn't exist in the past, it doesn't exist in the future, it only exists right here, right now. So whenever you can find your peace, I mean, that's amazing. Okay, so I feel like almost that's something as well. By increasing your financial abundance, that's going to bring you more peace. Okay, you're going to feel like you have more freedom and you can relax. Okay, because there's nothing more stressful than not being able to pay your bills. or not knowing where you're going to get your next, food or mouth filled from. That didn't make any sense, did it? Mouth filled from? But you know what I mean, right? A lack of money in terms of not being able to look after yourself because of it does create a lot of pain and stress, okay? So I feel like that's definitely something that's going to change for you. So yeah, if you have been suffering financially and in turn in your health, or vice versa, because maybe it can be health suffers and then finances suffer because you're not able to work. But I feel like it's like the chicken and the egg, whichever one came first, I feel like they're both going to start aligning, okay? As you seem to be aligning more with your life's purpose, okay? And then your body is getting in alignment with that. It's like, because you're now on the path that you're meant to be on, that it will work naturally for you. There won't be that resistance that you were feeling before in your previous jobs or your previous career types or studies or whatever it is you were doing. Or I feel like this is now you can finally leave that in the past and go for what it is that you desire. So the fact that we have graphic designer and nurse, so I don't know if those are specific jobs that you are interested in, okay? And they're very loose, okay? Nurse could be anything within a healing profession, something where you're helping others to heal from physical, emotional, or mental wounds or pains. And, graphic designer, doesn't have to be on a computer. This could be just being very artistic with what you're doing. But I do feel, because it's with graphics, there's something to do with maybe using a computer in some way, putting your art into that in some form, being very creative in that respect. So that, again, those could be very specific jobs that you're thinking of. But it may also be that these could be people as well that you incorporate into what you're doing, okay? Somebody that's very kind and nurturing, and somebody that's got the skills and the know-how to get something going. Yeah, because I'm getting that, using people with different skill sets, like you all bring something to the team that you don't have, like individually. And when you come together, you have this, amazing collaboration of minds and ideas and skill sets that, creates something really wonderful. Okay, so what else do we have? Oh yes, and I'm protecting my heart. So it may be that you're throwing yourself into work as a way of protecting your heart, as saying, you know what, I just don't want to focus on love. I don't want to focus on my heart or my emotions right now. I just want to focus on getting that money, okay? Or, reaching that status or having that financial freedom so I can finally be at peace. Yeah. So I do hope that this resonated with you, group 2. Please let me know down in the comments below if it does, and please give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy this reading today. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me or an extended version of this reading, the information for my website is down below. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Take care. Okay, and group number 3, let's take a look at the next blessings coming to you. And it does have the number 2 on there, so you may have also been drawn to number 2's pile. But let's see. The next blessings on their way to you. So we're going to start with the tarot first. Okay, so we have Judgment in reverse. Queen of Swords reversed. And the Six of Swords. So a lot of air sign energy coming through. Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. Okay. So this is one of those moments where I feel there's definitely a blessing in disguise, okay? Because with Judgment reversed, I'm feeling there's something that felt unjust, okay? Something where you feel like you're owed an apology, quite frankly. There's something that you feel like, I deserved more than that treatment that you gave me. Yeah, because with the Queen of Swords, this is about cutting someone off, being very blunt, being really harsh, or just going completely cold, okay? So I don't know whether this is you, group 3, that's cut someone off because maybe you didn't receive the apology, or you don't feel like there was karmic justice. So it's like you've enacted that justice yourself, okay? That could be what's going on here. For others of you, it may be that that's how you feel about someone else. It's the divine feminine coming through. It's Queen of Swords. So yeah, you may resonate with that being your energy or someone else's. But yeah, this queen right here, she's not taken any shit from anyone. Okay, that's the feeling I'm getting there. And then there's this feeling of moving on, mentally moving on. So, interesting. I actually getting it's quite a lot of you have been the one to cut someone off, okay, or to cut something off, or to cut yourself off from a situation that wasn't serving you, okay? So whether it was you that cut this person or this situation off, or they cut you off, clearly it's a blessing in disguise, okay, because it wouldn't have come through in this reading else. So it's meant to happen. It's all meant to happen for you. And I'm sensing here that there's been this mental movement. Okay, maybe you've not noticed that, but through this situation that's occurred that feels unfair, there's definitely been a lot of mental transitions here where you've been able to let go of some attachments and being able to move on, okay, and to progress in some way. So I'm going to get some more information now. Let's look at the oracle messages. So we have TikTok, water your garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness and rest. Cancer, I feel. And then Aquarius, I know. Okay. So let's go to TikTok. TikTok, so this could be something very literal about the app. TikTok, maybe you're on TikTok, maybe you create content videos on there. So this could be that there are going to be blessings coming through the avenue of TikTok. It could be also if you watch TikToks, maybe you don't have an account that you create on, but maybe you watch certain TikToks. And I don't know about you, but I personally love it. There are lots of really great nuggets of wisdom and information that come through. So, depending on your own personal algorithm, of course. But yeah, I feel like for some of you, there's going to be something to do with the actual app, TikTok, that's going to bring you a blessing, okay? For others of you, in a less literal sense, I feel like this is about divine timing, okay? Something that feels like, okay, there's no movement or like you're having to wait. That has been a bit of a theme today, I will say, throughout these readings, about timing being very important and a feeling of having to wait for something that you want now, okay? And then water your garden, nourishment, tenderness, rest. Yeah, so I'm seeing someone take a really long bath or a bathe in a lake or the sea or a swimming pool. Now, if you haven't been doing that, I definitely recommend it, group 3, because I'm sensing that there's a lot going on emotionally for you. There's heightened emotional sensitivity, and being more connected with water will definitely help with these emotional waves that come through, because we do have the sign of Cancer here, and I feel so. There are definitely a lot of intense empathic feelings coming through with whatever this judgment situation was. For some of you, this might be that you were worried about just generalized judgment, the way that other people perceive you, and that you didn't want to move forwards in some way, or you didn't want to be your authentic self, okay, out of fear of what others may say. But I just feel like you're going to get to this point where you get into this Aquarian energy, okay, stepping into your personal power, and see the difference between Cancer's affirmation, I feel, and Aquarius's I know. Okay, so it's like you've gone from feeling to knowing, like claircognizance, okay, clairsentience to claircognizance, and neither is better or worse than the other, they're just different. So I feel like you've been going through a lot of emotional things. Even if you may have detached yourself from these emotional things and these pains, I feel like you're getting to this point where it's like, I know I feel these certain ways, or I know that there are these emotional longings within me, and I know I need to rest and nurture myself more, but I also know the direction I want to go in. And this may, I'm going to say it, piss a few people off. Okay, there's something you may want to do that you may feel like it's going to piss people off, or it's going to rub people up the wrong way, or it's just the energy of almost I don't care as well. Like, I don't care what other people think or feel. I just want to do what I want to do. Because Aquarius as the sign, and I don't mean, if you have an Aquarius sun or moon or whatever, I don't mean you specifically when I say the term Aquarius, but the meaning of Aquarius is about uniting groups, okay? Uniting groups. So say, for instance, Aquarius represents technology, okay? And because a lot of people think that those, the wiggly lines, and that's what makes Aquarius a water sign. But those are wiggly lines are like the Wi-Fi signal or Bluetooth. They're like vibrational sound waves, okay? So with Aquarius ruling technology, and think of the age of technology and how it has united us in so many ways, but it's also torn us apart. We can connect via our phones in an instant, but we socialize in person much less. So see that there's the polarity there with Aquarius. And sometimes Aquarius can be like a whirlwind. It comes in, shakes everything up, and then disappears, with leaving things to, everyone else to pick up the pieces, okay? Yeah. So it may even be that there's some kind of crazy whirlwinds that comes through, something unexpected that happens that transforms things here. But I just feel like this is you getting into that energy of like being like this core shaker of, doing what it is you want to do, okay? And knowing that you are going to have a positive impact on others around you, but you may also have a negative impact. Not everybody's going to like you, okay? Not everybody's going to love you. Some people will, some people won't. The right people will stick around, okay? They want to be impacted by your energy. And the ones that don't, let them go, okay? They're not meant to be impacted by your wisdom, okay? Or by the things that you do know. Yeah, and the things that you also feel here. Because with Cancer, there's a lot of a heightened sensitivity coming through. It rules the fourth house as well, of home and the mother, children. So for some of you, there might be changes within your family circumstances or your living situation. Yeah. Okay, so now let's take a look at the fishbowl messages and see what other blessings are coming through for you. We've got missing you. You light up my day. Graphic designer, that's weird. That did come out in group 2's reading as well. 11th house. Silver. Second chance. Interior designer. Cleaner. Lost soul. Spark. January and success. Okay, and there is one that's fallen on the floor here. One sec. Speak your truth. Okay, group 3. There's so much Aquarius stuff coming through. I'd be really surprised if you didn't have some Aquarius, like in your sun, moon, rising, Venus, Mars or Mercury, north or south node, or check the house, okay, that Aquarius rules in your natal chart, because it may be in that area of your life, because each house represents a particular area. So if the Aquarius rules your 7th house of relationships, okay, this could be that in the form of a relationship there's going to be a change. Or if Aquarius rules your 10th house, it could be about your career. Or if it rules your 3rd house, this could be about your neighbors, your siblings, communications. So yeah, definitely check that if you don't have much Aquarian dominance in your chart, okay? Because we have the 11th house. 11th house is ruled by Aquarius and the month of January, which is also a part of Aquarius's month. Okay, it shares it with Capricorn. So, yeah, be really surprised if you didn't have some of that energy. But as I said, maybe you don't, and it's more about just the energy of Aquarius for you right now. They're doing something unconventional, going against tradition here, okay? You're going to be doing something where you're definitely going against maybe even like family tradition, or going against what your friends do, or just the norm in some way. But the beautiful thing is that you light up so many people's days. I don't just feel, because it says one, as in you light up my day, I feel like multiple people could say this about you. Like I said, you might not be everybody's cup of tea, but for the select ones you are, like it's like a marmite feeling I'm getting. Like people either love you or hate you. And I feel like people that may hate you or have a disliking to you just don't really know you, and they just don't understand you, and they just don't like what they don't understand. But if they actually did get to know you, well, some of them probably still would hate, right? And I think many would change their minds, but I think that there's a level of intimidation there that people may be having when you're around at times, group 3. So, people don't always want to be challenged, okay? And sometimes just your energy may be challenging for them, okay? Because you could be like a mirror, reflecting back to them the things that maybe they wish that they had the courage to do, and they don't. So, and instead of being inspired by you, they berate you, okay, for what you're doing. So really take that as a compliment, because it's actually because they can't get into the energy of being inspired, which is where the natural energy should go, but their ego takes over, okay? And they don't want to look at it because they don't want to make those changes in their own life. So, like I said, take that as a compliment. The fact that we've got 2 designer things coming through, interior and graphics. So these could be new opportunities within these areas, within graphic designing, very literally, and the same with interior. But the fact that design is coming through. So yeah, again, Aquarius is innovative, okay? It creates new things that people need, okay? Because that's what Aquarius wants as well. Aquarius wants to help people, okay? But it just may be that in trying to help, it doesn't always work out. Like that analogy I said earlier about the technology, how it was created to try and help and to connect people, and it has done that in many ways, but it's also brought people to more of a distance as well. So see how there's the polarity there, okay? So it's Aquarius wants to help, but doesn't always help, or tries to, and something may feel like it backfires, okay? But the intentions are always there and positive. Cleaner. So for some of you, might hire a cleaner, and that might be about delegation. Like maybe if you're very focused on creative projects and you need more time and space to be able to focus on those, like you want to save your energy for those creative times that you have. So not that you're not putting it into things that you feel are mundane, like cleaning, okay? So for some of you, that may be, a blessing that comes through, somebody that you hire, or maybe somebody recommends someone to you to help clean. But it could also be your energy as well. Maybe you decide to go through a whole like house declutter and you like clean everything. Maybe you're doing that in preparation for interior designing, okay? This could be you redesigning your home, your space, but needing to do a good clean out first, okay? Or a clearing of negative energy. That could be also what's coming through there. And we also have lost soul. And I feel like that's how you may feel. And again, to refer to Aquarius, but it's just so strong. Aquarius can feel like a lost soul because it doesn't feel like it fits in, everywhere, because it's so unique. And if you do know Aquarians as well, no 1, 2 are the same. They're all so different. And of course, we're all very different as individuals. But personally, I find it easier to spot different signs. Sometimes I can spot an Aquarius just because they stand out from others. But when you put a few Aquarius together, it's hard to see the correlation because they're all so very different, even from each other. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, so at times it might be feeling like, there's a sense of being a lost soul. But again, in those times of feeling lost, I do feel you're going to find your spark, okay? There is this spark. There's a fiery element now coming through. Like something's going to light up within you. And maybe even whilst feeling lost, okay? Because that's sometimes what happens with innovations, is that it's trying to find things that make people's lives easier, okay? Like looking at your life, what could I create that would make this easier for me, or faster, or more pleasurable, right? So it might be through those times of feeling lost that things that are sparked for you. Like the whole tortured artist concept of, it's not really even a concept. It's very true. A lot of some of the most talented artists have been very tortured within, have been able to create beautiful, beautiful things through their pain. So I feel that through that lost feeling, you're actually going to create something really special that is going to help a lot of people. And it may also be something that you've thought about before. So that's something maybe to revisit certain ideas that you had. Okay, maybe you have like a brainstorming notebook or something. Or maybe there's just an idea that you thought would work and then you talked yourself out of it, or maybe others talked you out of it. And now you're kind of feeling, do you know what? I want to give it another go. I want to give it another try. Yeah. I mean, this could come in the form of a person as well. If you're resonating with this, if this has felt kind of romantic for you in certain ways, maybe you're in love with an Aquarius or an Aquarius is like in love with you. I don't know. But I just feel like, I don't feel like this has been mostly really romance. I feel like there's something in here because we've got missing you and then second chance, speak your truth. So yeah, it could be that there's somebody from your past that wants to come back in and revisit things. So I'm also picking up on the Mercury retrograde energy, and we are in Mercury retrograde now as I'm recording this. I appreciate that this is a timeless reading though. So whenever you're watching this, it might not be in retrograde at the time, but the energy of the reading is Mercury retrograde energy, okay, which is about going back over things, redoing it, restarting things. Yeah, things that you had like left, unfinished business, unfinished projects, okay, and bringing them to fruition. Yeah, it's a really excellent time for that. So I feel like that's kind of like you're in the Mercury retrograde of your life right now, group 3. So definitely use that energy to your advantage. And then we have silver. Silver. Now, what would that be about? Silver. Okay, silver is the same, or is represented with the moon. It's the moon's, what do you call it? Metal, like precious metal. So a lot of Cancer energy. So yeah, you might have some Cancer in your chart as well. Or again, those emotional sensitivities, or again, things to do with the home and family. But it could also be about, I don't know, a silver object, a silver car, silver jewelry. Maybe you buy a piece of jewelry that's silver, or a car, or maybe you're gifted something. I just heard Long John Silver. Like, really? Is that a pirate? Long John Silver? Probably, right? I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Please let me know in the comments if any of that made sense. Okay, and what else do we have here? Yes, and speak your truth and success. Yeah, that's what, yeah, I feel like by you speaking your truth, that's actually what's going to bring you success. Okay, I feel like your creativity and your authenticity has been pushed down, has been stifled. Maybe, you've been conditioned over the years to try to be, to fit into some box that you don't fit into. And now you're starting to break out of the box. You're starting to be like, no, this is just not me. This is not where I'm supposed to be. This is what I'm meant to be doing. Or this is what I'm meant to be saying. Or this is who I'm supposed to be with. Okay, this is about, living so authentically that you don't care. You no longer care about other people's opinions, okay? You care about success, okay? Feeling like you've achieved what you wanted to achieve. And you will. You absolutely will. Success, I feel like, is going to be your biggest thing. I'm almost seeing you guys as like the genius inventor. Like you are going to, invent something that is really unique, okay? Or you're going to, with your voice, you're going to speak out a lot of truths and impactful words that are going to change people's lives, okay? Because sometimes it can be one sentence that can change someone's mind and in turn their perspective and then the way that they live their life. As I say that, throat chakra activation, as you can hear my croaky throat. So I feel like definitely either using your voice, for some of you might even be a singer, okay, or a composer, okay, you might create music or you might write music, okay, or something to do with your speech or just living your truth. So creating something that's going to help the masses, or speaking your words of wisdom that are going to help the masses, and in turn that's going to bring you great success, group 3. I'm really excited. I think I'm going to end up seeing your name somewhere in lights, or I'm going to have heard of you one day. So let me know down in the comments if this resonates for you. Please come back to the video if you do become really famous. If you remember, please do. I'd love to, see you flourish. Okay. So let me know down in the comments if it resonates, and give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy this reading today. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me or an extended version of this reading, then the information to book one with me is down below. So I really do hope you have a lovely rest of your day, group 3. Take care.